Hello and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos, the D&D podcast set in the world of Fierlor. It is a week before Valentine's Day, and a couple of days before this month's Patreon homebrew drop happens, which is, as I mentioned last week, the Parenthia and Athena stat blocks, appropriate for. In Parenthia's case, a retired high-level druid barbarian, and in Athena's case, a high-level necromancer on a peacekeeping mission.
And you know what you can do to become my honorary Valentine? You can subscribe to our Patreon and see all the stats for Parenthia, and then tweet at me about how cool she is, because that's my baby right there. That's my girl. She was born from this brain. So, you know, I'll probably tweet at you or something for Valentine's Day. Do it. That's a guarantee now. If you subscribe to our Patreon at any point in February, we're married legally.
Yeah.
There you go.
Also,
sorry for
with a week to go before Valentine's Day, you all still have enough time to buy Birdie's Elixir Special Valentine's Edition. Strawberry flavored.
Absolutely. Definitely guaranteed to put a bit of a pep in your love life, am I right? Yeah. Special deal. And what's more romantic than buying something for someone?
And also on that, just to spruik more of our stuff, don't forget we have a Redbubble now.
Yes.
And we sell merchandise. At the time of recording, there's still only the main campaign logo and the Strahd logo available, but they're available on a bunch of stuff. So you can get like books and phone covers and masks even. Wow.
Yeah.
So
to give to your loved ones, be them platonic or romantic, in this beautiful period of capitalist joy.
There is no ethical consumption under late stage capitalism, but it is ethical to support us.
Yes.
Yeah. We're a small business, are we? Are we?
Give us your money.
We're a business. For tax purposes, no.
Yeah, for tax purposes, we are not a business. We do not
Just a
make
bunch of friends.
Unless you buy from our Redbubble or subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah. So, unless anyone has any other plugs, shall we go to the opening sequence? All right.
Let's do it.
Let's jump in.
As an audience.
Yeah, no,
definitely.
We'll just bring popcorn.
And we're back. Okay, so where we last left off, the party did various errands. Bertie and Caius had lunch. Ross got a letter from the Concord, as well as some various components and a ring of shield. She and Anya wrapped up their training. Neumann did some tinkering. So, is there anything, like, as we're kind of coming to the close of lunchtime with the characters, is there anything in particular anyone wants to do?
I'm just gonna take a bath.
What?
This is like Bertie spending gold.
I
know.
mean, there's
It's
a hot
wild.
spring at the tavern.
And we don't have to RP this. This is just something
No.
that happens. She
No.
takes a bath and also washes her hair
Oh, we know
Oh.
why.
and rebraids her hair. It's a sight to behold. And that happens, and we won't dwell on it because it's making me personally awkward to think about. I'm like, oh no, Anya's getting so much attention. How embarrassing for me.
Yeah. I guess after she probably reads a couple of pages of her book, and then she's gonna go downstairs. She's gonna order lunch, but like not to eat downstairs. And then she's gonna go up and knock on the boys' room door, and just stick her head and be like, "Neumann, I got you something."
Oh, thank you. He sort of like just looks at Ross, not looking at what is being provided, just taking it back at the table and keeps on tinkering. He's sort of half tinkering, half reading at the same time. And then he takes a look at it. What is it?
She would have gotten like would they have something like garlic twists or something like that? Like those little like finger foods, but they technically are lunch. Like those.
Yeah. I think just kind of
like savory twists.
Yeah, like twisted garlic, like twice cooked, twice baked garlic breadsticks kind of things.
Yeah. So she's gotten him a little like plate of those.
Oh, thank you very much. Does it come with dipping sauce?
I can go and get dipping sauce if you want.
Yeah, can you just go see if they have some mayonnaise dipping sauce?
Oh,
Isn't
I thought
they-
you had your own mayonnaise.
Well, actually, good. Oh, yes, that's right. Neumann is going to go into his bag and take out the mayonnaise that Rook gave him very, very, very long time ago. Hang on, just give me a second. I need to make sure he has a certain spell before he does this.
Oh, is it like purify food?
Yeah,
Because I think
yeah.
you do have it. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's prepared,
I think
but
I
you
do have it. Yeah.
He's used it before, yes, but
Okay.
it's whether or not it's prepared.
Well, is it morning now or is it still midday?
This is still about midday.
Oh, well, no, it's not prepared. And he looks at it and he goes, He puts his hand in the bag of holding, and he tries to feel for the temperature in there. What's the temperature? Is it refrigerated?
It is not refrigerated.
Yeah, okay.
And there's only like. Actually, here's the thing. Like, there's only enough air for about 10 minutes of breathable air, so it might have like the vacuum sealing playing in its favor.
All right. Well, let's just leave
But
this
whenever
as a
you
chance
open
then.
it, yeah, roll me a d20. Highs it's fine, lows it's off.
So Neumann will take off the cap and like dip one of his fingers in there and just give that a little bit of a taste. And it is a high. It is a 17. It is all good, baby.
The vacuum of the bag of holding has kept this pretty fresh.
To the D&D community, you're welcome. We find out the true facts. Whether or not that food can be safely stored within a bag of holding. The answer is yes. So Neumann just goes, no, it's all good. Don't need the dipping sauce. I definitely have some. And I really have to say thank you to Rook again. This stuff is amazing. And he just starts dipping the garlic twist in it and having some. Did you want some? It's actually really good.
I mean, and she looks down at like her plate, which has a couple of the little twists on it, but is mostly like a grilled cheese. And she's like, I mean, I guess, I didn't like it on its own, but maybe on something else? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
Honestly, like, I'm not a fan of mayonnaise, but this is like not the worst combination that Neumann has tried. Like, this is probably the closest to normal combination with mayonnaise that Neumann has tried.
As someone who puts aioli on their grilled cheese sandwiches, like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Aioli's just fancy mayonnaise, so it's fine.
It's just
Also, don't pull
mayonnaise
that
with
face
extra
at me.
steps.
Yeah,
There's an
I like
argument to be made that there's a lot of things that are just mayonnaise with extra steps.
and there's already so many steps to mayonnaise. Okay, well, Ross is gonna try it on one of the little garlic sticks, and
I
I'm gonna
usually roll a
heist-
D4 if I want to find out how tasty food is.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's a 1 for Ross. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
So Ross, like, she is anticipating that this is going to be good, that she is going to change her mind about mayonnaise. And it's like, okay, but she really hyped it up in her head in the 3 seconds between her walking from the door to the mayonnaise jar. So it's just kind of disappointing.
Does Neumann is like looking at you for a reaction?
She does, you know, she's a pretty open person, so she, like, you know, dips it in, she's all excited, she takes a bite, it's kind of, little, for audio listeners, I can only describe it as like a little Muppet face, like, she's just very like, it's nice.
Look, I'll be honest. I rolled a 1 as well. It's just not a good combination, I will admit.
Yeah.
It works so much better in a broth. I'm telling you, like that's probably the best meal I've ever had. I tell you, the garlic twists and the mayonnaise just doesn't work.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
I'll try
fine.
that again.
Ross is gonna try it with a bite of her grilled cheese, and that's a 3. So
Yeah, it's these sticks, I'm telling you.
yeah, I don't know. They're really good on their own, but just I don't know, man. Like it is. I guess it's. I mean, I don't know a lot about mayonnaise, but I assume it's a good vintage.
Well, yes. Rook actually bought this one specifically for me.
Oh.
They knew I was a big fan of it, and they did. I don't know if they knew it or not, but they did get one of the more, you know, stronger flavored ones. It's sort of not everyone likes it, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, Rook's. I've been missing Rook. It'll be good to see her again.
Yeah. A little birdie told me. Get it.
Ross gives him a little snaps.
Yeah, a little birdie told me that you guys were going over to visit potentially.
Oh, yeah. Well, Anya asked me to pick Rook up. Apparently, I don't know. She has information from the Concord, or something's happened with the Concord. Anya was not very specific, but Anya wants to come be with us for a little bit, help us out. Which, you know, considering what happened with the Lich, that'll be really good. So.
Oh yeah, no. Hopefully, I wonder if he's back there.
I don't. He wasn't there when I left, and we were all thinking that his phylacteries would probably be somewhere in New Arcadia, and then he'd have to teleport from there. But we broke his teleportation circle, so unless one of the wizards has gone in and fixed it, he should be back. Yet.
And you did
I
a lot
hope
of damage
not.
to that place.
Yeah, but you know, I prefer not having the governor around. Then it's just, you know, wizards, and those are a bit easier to deal with day to day. So that's good.
Yeah, well, I think I need some downtime. Things have been a little bit too intense for me recently, so I think I'm just gonna chill here and read my book and do some stuff that I love. So I hope you guys enjoy it back over there.
Yeah, well, hopefully we won't be again, Anya's been very vague on the timeline, but I should be able to get us back like really quickly, hopefully. So hopefully we won't actually be gone too long.
Oh, why is that? I was assuming you'd be gone for more than a day, simply because that's how we usually teleport around.
Well, I've gotten a bit better at it, doing it.
No way.
Times. Yeah. I don't know, just the last day or two, I'm feeling a bit more magically capable, which is good. It's nice. So yeah, I should be able to get us back quickly. And between you, me, and the brick wall, I kind of hesitant to go home for too long right now.
Fair enough. And I also think it's no wonder that you're getting better as well, because you've been doing some good work recently. Like, you remember the eventful day that we had? You used, I believe it was a teleport spell to get us to Caius straight away. I believe it was. And
yeah.
I know how sort of risky that spell is, and you went somewhere that we described very poorly, and you still managed to go there without any problems, and that's very hard to do. I would like to say we pretty much owe the success of that fight entirely to you. And he dangles the pendant, the necklace, which no longer has the veiny sort of vines in it. Simply because you did that. It's obvious that you've improved. Since we first met you, you've been doing some really, really good work. So it's no wonder that you've gotten better.
I think I'm a pretty lucky person in a lot of ways, but to be honest, the stealing it off her, that's just it's what I learned in stage fighting. She just wasn't aware of the choreography, so
yeah.
You
guys really should have practiced beforehand.
I don't think it would have gone my way if we had.
How do you feel about going back home? You've sort of been away for a while.
It's kind of complicated, I guess.
Sorry about the full 360 conversation turn there, but it's just something that
that's okay.
That just came to mind, actually. It'll be good to see everyone, surely, like your roommates and all that.
I've got some complicated feelings about that at the moment.
Oh, I thought you would have loved to have seen them. Then again, are they really annoying, and they're sort of those people that no. If you spend too much time around them and then you leave, you never want to see them again? Or
No, of course not.
Did you guys make some sort of vow to don't come back until you're a hero or something like that? Or
No, gods no. They don't even know I try to be a hero. Oh yeah, no. They don't know about any of this. I told them I work for a little resistance group that just files paperwork to stop the wizards of the ruins, and that's why I'm out late, and they kind of don't question any of the black eyes. But
I mean, I'm sure you have your reasons.
Yeah.
But is that to protect them or to protect yourself? Or if you don't mind me asking, and you can just say, Neumann, just mind your own business, eat your mayonnaise, leave me alone. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really taken aback by, you having complicated feelings about this.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna audition for the troupe when all's said and done, you should probably know.
It is on the agenda.
I mean, initially it was to protect me. It's the reason I don't use my real name. Because I've been with the Concord since I was 6. My parents signed us to them about the same time you left because they thought it was the only way to keep me safe. I was just the idiot who couldn't give up on their dream of being an actor. But last year of college, I changed my name. I was going to use my real one for Concord stuff and my stage one for the stage, but then everything kind of bled together, so I'm just Ross now, and there's no more Rivari around. But which is that's my name, I guess. So initially it was to protect me, because but then there used to be 50 of us, and then we lost the theater, and the wizards wouldn't let us do anything unless it was propaganda for them, and people started leaving. Now there's the 5 of us, and if we don't look after each other, then we don't really have anyone else. But I knew if I told them about the Concord, they'd want to join. And they haven't been dealing with all of this since my age. Yared and Sarah aren't even from Bapsashad. They're from out of town. Yared followed me back from college. So I didn't want them in more danger than they needed to be in. Then being in Bapsashad puts them in anyway. And if they knew I was putting myself in danger, they'd put themselves in danger first. So they don't know. And
Fair
I
enough,
guess,
yeah.
Yeah. And I guess I feel a bit complicated right now because, I've never run off in the middle of the day for something before, so they'll have questions about that. And as much as you can't see it, things have changed this week. And I'm a very good actor, Neumann, but I'm a very bad liar. And I can't lie to them about what this week's been like.
I don't necessarily think you should. I'm not sure if you've picked up by now, but I'm not a big fan of the whole keeping people in the dark things. And I understand it's situational, and I don't entirely know your situation. So I believe that any decision you make is for the best, but I'm all for the keep people in the know,
Yeah, I know.
But honestly, you just do whatever feels right to you, and I'm sure you'll make it work. And one other thing I was wondering was, what did you tell them before you left? That you were just traveling with some friends? Or...
Considering how the last week has been, this is going to sound very stupid. I told them I had to leave because I needed to protect all of you.
Which you've been doing pretty well. Like I said, the success of that fight that we just had was because of you. The reason why Caius is still here alive is because you teleported pretty much some of us over there to help him out. And it was only Birdie and Caius at that point, which, Caius was already on the ground when we got there. And I know Birdie can handle himself in a fight, but when it comes to handling himself and looking after people at the same time, he has to make compromises, and I don't think that was a situation where Birdie would have both of those options. So the fact that you got us there as quickly as possible and then Anya came as backup was the reason why Caius and possibly even Birdie is still alive right now. So I don't think that's ironic at all. You've literally been doing that.
Thank you. I guess it hasn't really felt like it. It mostly just feels like I'm kind of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, and it's felt like none of it's really been sticking. Because I guess up until yesterday, it all kind of... I guess you can tell I haven't been doing too great after the alley. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to get out of my head and look at the big picture at the moment. So thank you for saying that.
If it helps at all, I literally almost died to a rug.
What?
Me, it doesn't happen often going down, but a rug almost took me down. It had to be cut open, and I had to be freed from a rug. So if that doesn't, this was quite some
like
time
a normal, and she points at what I assume is a rug on the floor, and she's like that?
Well,
what were you?
It was at first, but it wasn't really. It was a magical rug, and
okay,
it attempted
that's
to
better,
suffocate
but
me, and
that's not good.
I couldn't do anything, and yeah, I just took it, and I almost got taken out by a rug.
Oh
So,
my god!
These things just happen. Like
I don't mean to laugh, Neumann. I'm sorry.
No, I want you to laugh because it's ridiculous. It's one of my favorite stories to tell. And I'm not sure if you saw it, but it's the very same rug in our caravan.
That rug in
It's that
Bertie's.
rug. Yes.
Oh my gosh!
So it was repaired, but unfortunately, I believe it did lose its magical properties. However, it is what I find most magical about it is Persian. They make Persian rugs are very, very good.
They are, yes.
But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I think I was aiming for you to just not feel so bad about perhaps getting taken down every once in a while in a fight. It happens, and that's why you've got other party members to pick you back up. So
Thank you, Neumann.
it's all good. Have fun in Karas. And
I'll try.
He leans in and he goes, "Just look after Anya, will you?"
I will. And she's gonna go to walk away and then turn around and be like, I know you left Karas when you were 6, but if it means anything, my full name's Rovari Hope Dolvit. If you remember my parents, maybe.
It was a very, very long time ago. Maybe. I think what I might do instead, because nothing's ringing a bell right now, maybe I'll talk to my father. I'm more of a faces kind of guy anyways.
Well,
and
I've got my mum's face, basically.
I don't remember seeing you around at all, but perhaps maybe I played some pranks on your parents or something like that, like threw eggs at their house or something. So we'll see. I'll talk to Father. Father was the one who had to deal with all of the people complaining about me, so he practically knows everyone who I used to play pranks on.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And stay safe.
Thank you. See you on the other side.
Neumann takes another dip of mayonnaise-covered garlic twists, does a big chomp down, and then he gets back to half tinkering, half reading.
Yeah, Ross is gonna go into the girls' room and wait for Anya and like read and eat and kind of be like, man, they really do taste better without the mayonnaise. Yeah.
Okay.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay. Bertie, Caius, anything you two are doing?
Yes, we've sort of finished lunch and we're sort of wandering back. Are people like starting to set up for tomorrow's festival or tomorrow's
No.
event?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's It
What a
honestly
lame festival.
is.
Jeez.
It is really more of an observance than a festival.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, if it is just lunchtime, Bertie, I mentioned before, if you're interested to do some training, I mean, I've got an afternoon training session available if you'd like to do something today.
Oh, you got your... No, I love that. That would be great. If you want to, that would be good.
I'm training anyway. I'm training this afternoon and then tomorrow morning as well. So if you want to get a head start on it, we can do something this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. And like I mentioned back at the church, that feels like 10 weeks ago. I would appreciate the fight and stuff, and also the magic stuff. As I mentioned, I'm kind of trying to relearn it all now. So, yeah, that'd be good. I have some ideas, so I'd love to run that by you as well. That would be great. I'd love that.
Okay, well, right. Do you know this area, don't you?
Pretty well, yeah.
Is there an area where we can sort of go to train where we won't get arrested by guards?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna go do it on my... Well, I didn't know whether we were gonna do it, but I was gonna train anyway. I asked my keepers, the tavern owners, yeah, I asked them if we could go train in the orchard. There's one just near the tavern, so that'd be great. I used to chill out there a lot when I was a kid, so I thought... And it's pretty secluded because there's lots of trees there still, so I thought that'd be pretty good. Maybe? If that works for you.
Sure. That'll work perfect. Well, what say we go home and grab our stuff and then get straight into it?
Yeah, that sounds great. Actually, I'll show you the fastest way to get back.
Okay. I will
Betty
follow.
scurries off very quickly. Oh my god. But he's like excited to show him the
Yeah.
a cool way to go.
So you reach the orchard and set up to train. How does that set up? What does that setup look like?
Well, it depends what's around. If there's a couple of like barrels or something, we move them over as like a seating arrangement. If there's chairs, we don't bother with them. We use the barrels. If there's, like a big stand or something that we can use as like a sword play practice, which is roughly the height of a standard human.
Yeah. There's stuff that you can throw together to serve as improvised versions of all of these things.
Perfect. We do that, and then Caius will just sort of stand there and go, right, hit me.
Like, just punch or with sword or just...
Oh no, what are you trying to practice?
Well, anything, I guess. I could try the magic. I'm just not sure how to go. I don't want to hurt ya.
Well, do try not to, but if, training is training, and I take a few more steps away from anything flammable in the area.
That's fair.
And then I will repeat, hit me.
Okay, alright, and, I guess he, trying to find something that's not a nuke. I guess he'll just start off trying to do Eldritch Blast, I suppose. So, I will roll to hit. That's a 29 to hit.
That actually hits.
Yeah.
But he'll only do I'm assuming he can control this, or if he doesn't, he directs the other two splits of that to the barrels or whatever.
Yeah. So this center, this center Eldritch Blast, as the other two split off, the center one goes towards Caius and hits him square in the chest, pushing him back a foot or two.
Sorry about that. That was probably not the best one to try with.
So how much damage does that actually do?
I rolled a 5, so 10 damage to Caius.
Respectable.
That was, I haven't had that hit me before. That was exciting.
Yeah, well, I guess it worked this time, so that's good. Yeah, well, okay. Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. Don't even worry about me.
Okay, well, you let me know. Alright. Well, actually, I wanted to... Okay. I wanted to try something, and I'm pretty sure it will work. I think it will be very good if there are lots of little people trying to attack us or something. And it might be good, like, then if they get attacked, like, if the thing that I'm trying to do works on them, then you could sweep in and kill them. But I got it tested on someone, so I'm pretty sure I can stop it from happening if it's not good for you, okay? It won't hurt you. I'm trying to get people to, like, not move, I guess.
Okay.
So, if you don't feel it stopping you from moving, please move, and then I'll know it hasn't worked, okay?
I start flailing my arms around.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's try this. And, so he, Bertie kind of like clasps, he's like throwing his coat off, he's like got his like sleeves rolled up. He, clasps his hands together and then like makes a configuration with his fingers and then pulls his hands out and it pulls out like this sort of like almost holographic, like twisting pattern of colors, like kind of like a concertina effect. And the second that you see it, I guess, Caius, and anyone that might, let's hope it's secluded so no one else is walking past, you'll have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
So is this hypnotic pattern?
Yes.
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's not enough.
It's
Not enough!
Oh,
Your saving,
God.
Your
It's
saving
21.
throw DC is 21. Can you roll me a D20?
Okay, so the
Okay.
flailing arms just sort of stop.
Bertie, can you please roll me a
Oh,
D20
yeah, okay.
for,
So
for your...
Alright, I'll do it in a moment, but for Caius, so what you feel is like you're charmed. So the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0, so I assume he would just kind of like stop moving. So I'm gonna roll a D20.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a D4. It was a 4. It was a 4, Darby.
Okay, roll me a percentile dice, please.
Kill Caius. This is a fun training session. Alright.
Become charmed by the person in front of you.
20.
Double charm.
20. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Suddenly, you look at Caius, you look at the hypnotic pattern, and you hear next to you down below, and you look, and there is suddenly a lamb.
Just like that. That's not Caius. It's just a random lamb.
Yeah, there's just a lamb that has appeared.
Okay. I assume he's seen Kaiser stop moving as well suddenly once he's taken in the hypnotic pattern, yeah?
Yeah.
Kaiser's hands have just sort of flopped down to his side and he's sort of staring open-mouthed with his head sort of cocked.
Whereas, like, okay, cool. And he drops the concentration of hypnotic pattern.
The lamb starts eating it at the grass.
Okay, that's weird. Where did you come from, little person? Did that work? You kind of yeah. Oh man. Are you okay, Caius? No, that's all good.
I don't think the spell worked. I don't think I stopped moving.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it sort of didn't work and you made a sheep instead, but we can definitely work on that, and we can get your training up so that your those sort of spells will stop people from moving.
And the sheep pops out of existence.
Oh. God.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I think that might have worked. That tells me some good stuff because you didn't even know that worked. Because you did freeze.
No, I didn't.
That's fine. Well, regardless, I made a lamb appear for... okay, that was weird. Yeah, things keep going very weird when I use magic now. Which is weird. So yeah, that's fun. Just weird things keep happening whenever I use some magic.
Well,
so that's great.
I can certainly relate to that. Up until very recently, I had that.
Yeah. I guess it does certainly feel like there's something welling up inside you wanting to come out, I suppose, and that's... Yeah, well, you got mastery over that, though, so that's, yeah, which is amazing, really, considering, like, all the training your family did and all of that, so, maybe you could help me with that.
Of course, absolutely.
Random sheep turning up and stuff.
Yes, I will say, I've never had that happen before, so that was, well done, I guess.
Cool! Well, so far, the things that have happened is that I've turned up in a random place that I didn't mean to do, which I can do normally. But, like, I didn't do that, and then I healed myself accidentally, which was weird, but not bad, I guess. And yeah, a couple of other stuff, so I guess it's not normally exploding or anything, so that's a bonus. Yeah, I gotta find out what magic works now, I guess, because a lot of the stuff that I used to do just doesn't work. Like, for example, and he like stares very intensely at Caius. You didn't hear that?
No.
I can't do the talking in the head thing that I used to do anymore.
Oh. Right. I will say that was a little bit scary.
Oh, well, it's good I can't do it anymore then anyway. That's yeah, sorry about that. These kind of, it's one of those things where like you've been able to do it for that long, you don't actually realize how weird that is to people. But yeah, so
well, I mean, you know, it's always odd when another voice appears in your head and sort of talking, and it's yes.
Another voice other than your own voice, or
my own, or the other ones that have been sort of floating around, and now this one does it as well, and I hold up my sword.
Yes. Pretty scars over to Caius very quickly, like, hey, because the sword talks to you?
Well, sort of. It sort of shows me how it's feeling, I guess. But it sometimes talks to me in dreams. Like I'll go to sleep and then the sword will be there, just sort of floating there, and then it's like, hey, you did good today. You swung me real good. And yes.
That's weird, because I didn't... When I was doing the... checking to see if you were okay, I didn't see any cursey stuff around you, and you had the sword with you then. Because, like, Neumann had something like that, and that was a bad thing that he got rid of, so that's great. We seem to attract curses a lot. That's weird. It talks in dreams?
Yes.
Huh.
No, but it's fine. It's wonderful. It's a very good sword. It's yes.
Where did you get it from? I don't remember seeing it before. You just kind of had it when we came back.
Oh, no, I probably didn't say anything. No. Well, this is a sword that was my family sword, and it's been in my family for a while. And then when Ravenna came and killed my father, she took the sword and then tried to kill me with it. And then I stopped her from killing me, and then I got the sword, and now the sword talks to me.
Okay. So it's like... Well, I guess if it's a nice feeling, maybe it's the energy of your dad or something, but... Huh. Well, that's... Again, I didn't pick up any cursed energy, and I'm actually... That's one thing I'm still pretty good at, is I'm pretty good at figuring out what magical items are, because I normally had to sell them and stuff like that, so that's... Huh. Well, I mean, if there's nothing bad's come of it...
I don't think so.
Huh.
I mean, I have been attacked a lot more while I've been holding it. But
To be fair, that's probably more my presence rather than the sword's presence, so,
could be.
that's my bad, personally. Well, you're good with the sword? Sorry, it's a very weird thing coming, because I used to have a lot of nightmares just in general about my magic and stuff like that, but it's weird because of the sword stuff, and yeah.
Oh, no, these are not nightmares, I don't think. Well, I mean, I've had nightmares before, and these aren't those. Normally with the sword, I'll just sort of be wandering along on the beach or in a field or something, and then the sword will just be there in the sun, and then we'll have a chat, and we'll talk about things, and then I'll talk about things, but I mainly listen because it's a talking sword. Where would you talk over the top of that? But and we just sort of reminisce on the fights and everything and things that happened, and he sometimes tells me of the past people that have used the sword, and it's all members of my family, and he seems to enjoy my company as much as I can sort of use it whenever I can, don't you, buddy? And I just sort of pat the sword.
And you get this feeling of contentment that emanates from the sword.
Yeah.
Oh,
like contentment and almost on the verge of joy.
Oh, that's nice. You're so good at making friends. You even made friends with like your family sword. That's pretty impressive. It's obviously your sunny personality.
Okay, we'll come back to this later. Meanwhile, Neumann, Anya, Ross, anything you guys are wanting to do?
I mean, I guess at some point Ross is going to try and find Anya and try to pin down what call time is on this trip to Karas.
I was going to say, if there's nothing else, I'll be very honest here. Anya taking a bath is giving everyone the time to do the things that they need to do before we leave. So if there's nothing else, Anya will come up and be like,
well, yeah. Well, Ross has a whole life in a backpack.
Oh,
so.
Sorry.
Oh, you go.
Neumann smacks things with a hammer, and he reads some words out of a book, and he does that until the sun goes down, maybe with the occasional obligatory eating session, who knows.
Well, Ross says all this when Anya was like, you should pack. It's like everything's already in a backpack, babe. I guess if Anya comes like back to the girls' room, Ross will be alternating between like reading her book and pacing around with a big stack of loose leaf parchment, going through it, and you'll periodically just hear her kind of being like, to be or not to be, that is the question. There's no in the to be or not to be, and she starts like patting it against her chest as well. You really can turn to any page and find any Hamlet piece, really. So I'm guessing maybe what she's doing when Anya comes in is she's, it's been a hot minute, and probably Neumann would be overhearing this as well and just being like, free show. As she's like, and shall I couple hell? Oh, fie. Oh, fie. Oh, fie. Oh, fie. Flips through the pages, like, hold my heart. Yeah.
Anya sees Ross doing this and just turns to her own bags and just completely doesn't even acknowledge it. She's like,
hello.
okay.
I didn't see you.
Have you even seen her now?
Oh, I'll roll. Ooh, it's a perception.
Yeah, it would be.
25.
25. Yeah. I don't imagine Anya's
I'm not going to actively roll
to be...
stealth, but she's
Yeah.
pretty passively stealthy anyway.
Yeah. Hello, I didn't see you. Sorry. And she like shoves the script back into her bag.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I was just thinking, since we don't know when Rook's turning up, I might just grab some stuff from my place while we're there, and maybe swing by the Concord if we have the chance.
Of course. What?
Yeah.
As much as this is to pick up Rook, whatever you need to do there, that is fine as well.
Yeah. It's all good. I just need to the Concord sent me a letter earlier. If we're going to cross anyway, I might as well reply directly. So
Anya, she nods at that, and she grabs her bow and her arrows and her rapiers and all starts sheathing all her like weapons to her person. And then she grabs and like, Darby, I don't technically have this, but I'm just gonna. This is a nothing item, and if you say I don't have this, I'm gonna be upset with you. But she like gets a smaller sort of bag out of her big backpack bag, or unzips a small bag, just so she can take a couple of things. She doesn't want to take her full pack. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it would be. But she packs in there like a little bit of rations, and she grabs the potion that Tanip gave her, the potion of fire giant strength, and tucks that in there. And then she also grabs the diadem tiara thing that she got commissioned and tucks that in as well. Along with a couple other like overnight things. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. While Anya's doing that, Ross is gonna be like looking at her bag and like doing that like mental inventory you do when you're going someplace, and then she's gonna have like moment. She's gonna run to the window and jump out. No, she's gonna use Mage Hand to reach down to the ground and pick up just any random rock off the street, and get the Mage Hand to drop it in her hand and give it a little toss and be like, now we can come back.
Good thinking.
Yeah. And then she's gonna put that in her little backpack and put her little backpack on and just be like, ready to go.
Anya like does another sort of double check of everything and makes sure she has everything, and then she nods and she's like, okay, I am ready when you are.
Right. And I know she's going home, so she doesn't technically need an object to do this with teleport, but she is gonna grab one of the baubles off her belt and just hold that in her hand to kind of ground the sense of Karas.
Yeah. I think technically she does, because like she does need something to guarantee it, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
technically.
But like, yeah, anything.
Yeah,
like,
she's
got
associated
no shortage. She's got no shortage of
associated
objects.
She's an associated object.
Yeah.
She's just paranoid.
Yeah.
Don't objectify her.
So she's gonna hold the little juggling ball like to her chest, and then she's gonna look at Anya and be like, can you just, and like point at her shoulder to be like, just I still worry that it's not gonna work if we're not like touching.
Anya, she actually reaches forward, and instead of putting her hand on your shoulder, she kind of envelops your hand that you're holding the bauble with her hands, and she's like, after you.
Okay. And then words, hand movements.
And
We end up.
yeah, in a blink of an eye, you are in Karas. Where do you teleport to?
Well, Anya said that Rook was going to meet us at my house, but she is specifically teleporting into the alley next to her house.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, just a little alley, so we're not teleporting in the middle of the street.
Okay.
What's happening in Bapsashad? Is there a dragon in the sky?
No, it's
There's
quite.
only two of us. You can't do this again.
You can't do it again. There's only two.
Darby just writing
And
down
I've already used
how
my
many
1/7
different ways
level.
can I try and kill off Zoe?
You do see a brass dragon flying overhead, but that's a metallic. You know those are safe, and you know that you as a resident of the peninsula kind of recognize it as like a local.
It's just a bill.
Yeah, it basically is. I might have the color wrong, but basically this is a metallic dragon who is well known for taking up human form and just drinking with the locals.
Aww.
And who
Yeah, no, we know
absolutely
him. We go
loves
to a
to
lot of
party.
taverns.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we're bards. He knows us. It's
Yeah.
fine.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we're. And is she here yet? Look around.
Roll me a perception check. Both of you can do so.
Ooh, that's not great.
How disgusting is it, Eddie?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Well, I don't even know. 30. It's a 30.
Okay.
15?
15. Yeah. You're both able to see, like, she's nowhere inside at the moment. It's kind of, it's at this point of the day, it's kind of starting to get dark, because of the time difference. Yeah. So it's probably, you're probably about halfway to 3/4 of the way through sunset.
I don't think she's here yet. We can. Whatever you need to do, I will. Is there okay? Now, last time I was around your friends, I'm pretty sure. Now, I'm not very socially adept, but I'm pretty sure they didn't like me.
Oh.
Is there anything I should stay away from? And this is not like I do not care that they do not like me. However, for your sake, is there anything I should stray away from conversationally? I can do stern and quiet. I'm very good at that, actually.
That might be a little intimidating. You are taller than most of us, with the exception of Sarah. So,
Which one was Sarah?
oh, the Asima,
Oh, yes.
the tall one.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we should. I mean, hopefully they won't be home. We tend to do an evening performance and then stay out drinking, and sometimes, we get a little bit. If we're on the other side of town, we stay at the tavern for the night. So hopefully, most of them won't be home. But I think just don't talk about guts again. That really put Yared off his dinner for a while.
I mean, like,
Because
a lot of people are interested in the anatomy of a dragon. Like, it's.
Yes.
I think
However-
I see your point.
We are a sensitive group. There's a reason we all did theater.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will try.
Okay. Well, I just need to grab a couple of things so you can either stay out here or pop in the living room for a bit.
And do not take this the wrong way, but I don't really want to let you out of my sight at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
This is not saying that you could not hold your own.
No, I get it.
But just given everything with Caius and you, and we just don't know. Okay.
Yeah. I get it.
So I will come with you if that's okay. But I will give you as much privacy as you need.
Thank you. Okay. And she's gonna walk around and go up to the front of the house. Is anyone home? Like, she's not gonna knock, but she's just gonna listen to see if she can. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Anya will also, just because Anya.
Can I get advantage because it's my house?
No.
Oh.
25.
There doesn't appear to be anyone home, Anya.
Well, good, because I rolled an 8.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Okay.
Would Anya be able to tell that Ross was like sort of listening?
She definitely paused in front of the door and she was trying to make it look like she wasn't listening, but she kind of still like leaned forward a little bit.
Anya's just like,
you first.
No one's home. Elfie.
Yeah. Awesome. Then we're gonna go inside. And is there anything weird inside? Is anyone dead in the middle of the living room?
No.
Okay. Cool. Then Ross is going to duck straight to her room, which I don't know, I guess for the theater of the mind sake of it, it's very, if anyone's ever been in like uni cottages, it's that kind of vibe. Like, it's that big like living room and kitchen are kind of one space with the flowered screen across it. Since Anya was there last, there's maybe a few extra like drawings and stuff on the walls, and a couple weird little trinkets and stuff from like shitty markets around town. And then Ross is going to branch off to the right, where there's like 3 rooms, and one of them's the bathroom, and then 2 of them are bedrooms. And she's going to go into the one like right at the end of the hallway, which is like, Ross leaves the door open. She's not doing anything particularly private. So it's set up for 2 people. And on one side, there's like, you know, a rack on the wall with like a fiddle hanging from it that is clearly a bardic instrument. But also a bunch of like other, like more decorative like pictures and posters and stuff. And the bed's quite neatly made. And then on Ross's side of the room, it's a little bit of a disaster. Just a smidgen. There's a couple of like, you know, boots chucked at the end of the bed and not in the little cupboard at the end where they should be. And there's like shelves above the bed that are full of like knickknacks and drawings and stuff. Not her drawings because they're bad, but like, you know, drawings she and her friends would have gotten at like festivals or carnivals of all of them in like little frames and stuff all over. And she's gonna go straight to the cupboard. She's gonna pull out the clothes that she's had in her backpack for the past couple of days, and she's gonna like chuck them in some ambiguous laundry pile, and then pull out like one of like the exact same like jerkin she's been wearing this whole time, like exactly the fucking same. But she's also gonna pull out a couple of like ones in the same mint green, but they're a lot more kind of ornate, and they're also short. They kind of stop at waist height instead of having little tails. And she pulls out a couple pair of pants, and she grabs like a different pair of shoes. And she also pulls out a component pouch and chucks that in her bag. And then she's going to go over to the shelves. She's kind of going to pause for a second and kind of glance at Anya. And just look at her for a second, like out of the corner of her eye, and then she's just gonna really quickly grab this parchment card off the shelf. It's like like a folded card, and it's got an illustration on the front. I don't know if Anya's passive is high enough to know what
Anya
it
sees
is.
her do that, but pretends that she doesn't see her do that because clearly she didn't want Anya to see.
Anya's passive is 30, which is sufficient for the nearly impossible DC.
Basically, if you do anything, Anya probably sees it, it's
okay.
You would have to do a check to oppose to have any chance of her not seeing.
Okay. Well, it's not that I just wanted to check if Anya would be able to see what was on the front of the card, which she clearly can. I don't know, like.
Yeah, but she chooses not to. She chooses to respect your privacy. It's like she could very easily see all of it. Just glance, but she's like, clearly Ross is intentionally wants her privacy on this.
Yeah. Well, just what you maybe glimpsed before Ross grabbed it and like very carefully put it in like a little pocket at the back of her backpack is that it appears to be a drawing of a figure on the front with a sword. And then she puts it kind of in the back of her backpack, checks everything, looks around a bit. Right. Well, oh, and she's also going to take out the robe of many colors that she has, and she's gonna like put that in the laundry pile. She's also gonna think for a second and be like, I really should have picked something better at the store. And then she's gonna take the bracers off, and I don't do a lot of damage with my low-level magic, so these don't really, they'll be good for shows. And she chucks them in the pile as well.
Love that. Two very rare magic items just
And
thrown
Ross is like,
in
nah.
the laundry pile.
I never said Ross knew how cool her shit was. She just has it. It's there. But that does open up an attunement slot.
It does.
So, yeah, that's everything I needed from here. We can grab some food from the kitchen if you want before we head to the Concord and wait for Rook.
I mean, did you eat lunch in your rest?
Yeah, I Neumann and I had some food. Did you eat?
I am not hungry.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can make you a sandwich.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I brought rations with me anyway, and if we are here long enough, we will maybe, I guess, have dinner in a little while. It's odd. It is dark already.
Wasn't expecting that. It's fine.
Do we can wait here, or did you want to?
I don't know. Maybe we should leave a note for Rook if she comes while we're at the Concord. But I just need to have a quick conversation with them.
Yes. Well, I doubt we would necessarily have to leave a note for Rook anyway, given she knows to be waiting for us here. So
Okay, I might leave a note for my housemates just in case.
I think that
Might be a bit weird for them to come home and just find Rook on the doorstep.
that might be a good idea.
Yeah. So she's gonna dart out into the living room. Has anyone come home in the 3 minutes? No. Okay. And she's gonna pull out a random bit of parchment from a pile and grab a random pen and just write a really quick note being like, stopped by, not home yet, Yarid has answers, Rook might be here, love you, bye. And signs it with an R. And then she's gonna find fantasy blue tack and stick that to the front of the door.
Okay.
And then toddle off to the Concord.
Okay. We're gonna jump back to Caius and Bertie and their training.
Yes.
So it seems like you've gotten the hang of that. So you've recently acquired a new sword. Did you bring that with you?
Yes. Yep. And he like scurries over to where it's like chucked his sword, like his little backpack and stuff like that. He picks up. It's like, yeah, there we go. Ha!
Well, first of all, just don't point it at me yet.
Yep.
So, when you're fighting someone, obviously you're very good at using spells, and that's sort of what you do. But you've now gotten yourself a nice big sword and shiny-looking armor. So, you know, if you want to, we can, while we've still got a little bit of light, we can practice with that, if you'd like.
Yeah, definitely. Just one moment. He like kind of like puts the sword down, like hurriedly, kind of like shucks the mail on. He hasn't attuned to it yet, but it will be it's the benefit of the chainmail anyway. Yeah. Okay, I think that's on properly. Okay, yes. Cool.
Well, the first thing you should be looking at is, you know, what your opponent has. So obviously I have a shield and a sword. So my shield's on my right side, so you're going to want to hit me on my left side. So go for it. And I just sort of sit there with a shield and a sword.
Okay, here I go. Awesome. And Bertie will charge at Caius, I guess. Try to hit him.
Hey, yeah, roll to hit.
That will not hit, but it's hang on, just gotta double check. I rolled 12, so what's the Falcon? A plus 11, so 23 to hit.
Okay. Oh, not bad, I say, as like the sword is all, like still coming in its arc. And I'm just gonna sort of, yeah,
that like with how close that was, you probably had to block that with your shield.
Oh yeah, I take a step back and I
Because
sort of move the sword over to the left-hand side.
Because literally without the shield, it would have just hit.
Oh yeah. No, that was very well done. Good job. Now do it quicker.
Okay, yes, I have to be fast. Okay, alright, I'll try that. Okay. So Bertie, like, he's quite wiry while he's trying to do this. He's like a bit jumpy. And he's like, okay, he tries to like adjust his footing. And okay, he will kind of his like, you'll notice like the pupils of his eyes, like the silvery pupils, kind of like fade out. So that's he doesn't have like any whites of his eyes. It's just that silvery pink. He's doing the 6th level derby.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. And so it's like that shimmery energy kind of just bounces off like his bounces off his armor. And cool. And then Bertie will hurry in to try and hit him again.
So describe like this transformation, like the rest of this transformation.
Oh
like,
yeah, just picture the Sailor Moon transformation. Just imagine that, but it's Bertie.
But there are like these spectral wings that appear.
Yeah.
Like
so. Within the moment where he rushes ahead, yeah. So some spectral, like again, the same kind of color as his eyes. That spreads out, and then so he rushes in to try and attack.
Yeah, and Caius, as a paladin, like you don't even need to use like your abilities. You can feel this powerful, radiant, divine energy emanating from Bertie as he assumes this form.
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah, so roll to hit.
Oh, okay. Alright, again. I rolled a 16. So with the sorry, I went to spells again. With that, it's a plus 11, so a 27 to hit.
27 just
That
hits.
just hits me.
Cool. So it's 1d8.
So Caius goes to like move the shield in the same way, but is a little bit too slow because he's too busy looking at the fact that you have wings. So I guess it hits the sword, but the sword like pushes the shield out of the way and hits him in the side.
And he's probably a little bit faster than you were expecting because the wings give him a flying speed of 40 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's that, and Caius was slower than he was expecting.
Yeah, and I think also like because Verdi has done this before, like he would be kind of off kilter because he's not used to wings or anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that is I rolled a 7, so 7 plus 8. Maths, yeah. That's the damage he does,
Yeah.
and then he gets to attack again.
Yeah.
Because I get 2 attacks.
So 15 damage.
That's alright, that was a 2 though. So he like hits you and then tries to hit you again, but like it topples to like ducks to one side, I guess, accidentally.
Oh, what? You have... Wow.
Huh. Not fast enough. Sorry, I'll get better at that.
Well, first of all, you hit me once, which is...
Yeah, are you okay? Sorry about that.
No, that was good. I feel alive. That was...
Oh.
You have wings. Can you fly?
Yeah, I think so. I've been trying to get this sorted. I was trying to tune into it while I was keeping watch last night, making sure nothing else comes to murder you. Yeah, I can. Like the boots I had, but cooler, I hope? Yeah.
Wow. I mean, how often can you do that? Have you, like, always had them?
No, yeah, it's one of the weird things that's been happening after he points points at his bracelet, who's the mark would be. One of the weird things, I guess, I've been trying to focus on it, and I'm trying to learn more spells, like, I've gotten revivey spells and stuff now, so you don't have to worry about that, but I'm gonna try and learn all that properly. But yeah, this is kind of new. I'm glad it worked. Yeah.
Oh my... This is amazing. I don't know how to train someone who could fly. I'll be perfectly honest. I mean, have you done this before? You should try and attack someone in the air with a sword. That would be so badass. Caius is like bouncing around at the moment. He's very excited.
Oh, a note. Roll me a d20 because I just double checked and it does the Mystic Arcanum does trigger a roll.
13, so that's
13.
fine.
So yeah.
So the energy does warp around him for a moment again, and then just like shakes it off. Yeah, well, it's pretty cool, I guess, huh? Yeah.
I mean, we have to try this while we still have light. Why?
Yeah.
Can you, if you can fly, just like fly over there and then fly at me and try and swing a sword at me. That would be. I've never been hit by someone who can fly before. That's amazing.
Okay, I will try my best just for you, buddy. Okay, cool. He tries to focus very hard. I imagine he probably kind of like hops up onto a tree just to kind of get the hang of it. He's like, okay, all right, I'll try.
Okay, so just like fly over there for a little bit and then get a bit of a run up as you go.
Okay, and then so Brady turns around and we'll try to do that very sloppily.
As Bertie goes off in the distance, Caius is very excited about the prospect of this. So he's going to concentrate. He's going to sort of put his sword down, concentrate. He's going to close his eyes, and radiant energy sort of surrounds him. And as he opens his eyes up again, his eyes have rolled back into his head, and he casts levitate on himself and starts to hover.
Terrifying. Oh. like, cool, okay. What the hell? Tyrant's like, Kai's levitating.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Float up about 20 feet, and then I just sort of float with the shield in front of me and a sword,
God.
Yeah.
and I
Alright.
prepare myself for a flying spear of Bertie.
Oh my god. Alright, I try to do that, I guess. Jeepers. Alright, I rolled a 12, so yes. That's still just a 23.
Okay.
Okay.
So he will try to charge at you. Actually, hang on. Cool. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I also have this thing which I've never used because I only just got it. So he's gonna try and dive bomb at him. Very awkwardly. And then kind of he's gonna the magical energy around is gonna warp a little bit again. His wings are gonna just kind of crackle. And I'm using Favored by the Gods, so once per short rest, if I fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll, I can roll 2d4 and add to the total, possibly changing the outcome. So, that's 2 and 4, so 6, so that's a 28 to hit.
That changes that to a hit.
Cool.
Bertie is amazing!
Awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
roll the damage.
Yeah, I will. He's like just like it's a bop. He isn't trying to stab guys. But
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so it's the D8. I'll just use D&D Beyond for that.
Yeah.
So 4, so 12 damage.
12 damage.
They kind of like tail spins a little bit, like wow, I gotcha. Cool trick. You could fly.
Well, I mean, I could sort of not fall. But yes.
That's the definition of flying.
Oh. Well, yes, I guess I can fly as well, but I don't have
that's
wings.
so cool.
Your wings are amazing.
Oh, thanks. Hopefully I can get better at him. Apparently, if I concentrate well enough with the armor, I can get wings with that too. The shopkeep said.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's kind of fun. I can like jump through spaces, but I'm not really good at flying much. I tried to train myself after the airship stuff with the boots, but they're really difficult to kind of navigate. That's so cool, you can float though! And he kind of like circles around him like very awkwardly again. A lot of magical effort. Huh, cool! That opens up a lot of opportunities.
Well, yes, it does. I was hoping to, practice this spell that I'm doing to sort of teach you how to shoot things that you can't hit with a sword, but now you can hit it with a sword. So, I don't know what to do now. I don't know where to go.
Well, you can't fly. I could probably move you a little bit. You're much bigger and heavier than I am, but if you're floating, maybe it'll be easier.
Well, yes. I mean, I can move a little bit, and I sort
Try
of
to
move to the left a little bit, and then I move to the right a little
Teamwork to the
bit.
side.
Very slowly.
Cool. Huh. Let's try something. Do you trust me, Caius?
Of course.
Okay, and he reaches out and grabs his hand, and you feel like suddenly this like warping energy kind of like surround you as like this like flower petals, I guess, and like just bright lights kind of the back of your eyes, and you teleport. This is using face step because that's what I can do as a spring eladrin. So you teleport like 30 feet to like one side or something. And Bree's gonna try and like get over there as fast as he can. Cool. So you just like, and then you just pop out and reappear.
Oh my god, you're over there now!
Yeah, cool, awesome, great. Sorry, yeah, I can't do that very often. I am, and he like moves over to Caius again. I'm trying to see if I can, because you can reappear sometimes too. I'm trying to see if I can do that, because I can only do this once. Do that as a spell, but then also if like I tap you out of here, we both get out of there, and then whoever's there will get hurt. Does that sound fun? Well, that's kind of weird to ask if that sounds fun. That's something I'm planning out. I was just as I said, like, working together,
I mean, yes, I think that's wonderful.
I'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, cool. Flying. Yeah, but this would be good. The step thing, I can only do it once, but that'll be good if you're in danger and I can get you out of there.
Oh, well, that would be fun. It would be
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, so how heavy are you when you do this levitating thing? Does it take much concentration or like?
Well, I have to keep focusing on it. But I don't know. I've never really carried myself with this weight before. But I
Try and grab him by the arm and see if I can move him. Is he still Caius? Like this? That's still that force? Still quite heavy?
I believe you can move me.
Move it. Yeah.
Where it's like, oh wow, it's like nothing. Oh, I can like literally like, I can take you anywhere.
Oh, wait.
Like flying, you know, because you're light, huh?
Wait.
Huh?
I can't move very quickly in this form. But you can in your form. And you can move me.
Yeah.
Bertie,
Yes.
grab my arm.
Grabs his arm.
I want you to fly as fast as you can that way, and then throw me.
Oh, will you be okay?
I don't know.
Well, just think. Okay, if you're hurt, I can do the stabby hand thing. All right, we can do this. I hope we won't regret this.
Can we aim for something?
Like,
There's something in the distance.
Yeah, aim for like there's like a water levy.
Perfect.
In the lake. Oh my god. All right. Do I have to roll something for that? It was
it's
Caius is a javelin.
it's an improvised attack, which because of the braces of panache, I think you technically can use charisma on. So it's a plus 5.
I'm also I've got my hand, and as soon as Bertie lets me go, I'm gonna drop this hand, and then my sword is coming out in a point in front of me. And if it helps the speed at all, I will drop concentration on my levitate as I'm let go.
Okay.
Darby, I rolled an 18. So an 18 plus 5.
Alright.
So 23 to throw Caius.
So Caius, you were thrown about, what, 60 feet? About 60 feet towards the lake, and impacted sword first. The speed at which you hit this lake, you just slam into it and take what? That is a lot of.
Bertie is flying after him very as fast as he can.
That's a lot of sixes.
Oh my god.
24. 29.
Oh, it looks like that hurt.
So I think 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
As you impact.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys.
Betty
will zoom after to grab it.
Fun fact.
Amazing.
Fun fact, that does mean the amount of damage you are currently suffering from is 69.
Yes!
Nice.
On brand.
How fitting.
And Bertie will eventually try to help fish it out of the lake.
Alright.
So it's a point of order as I shoot into the lake, and then immediately start to sink because I'm in full plate mail. I go from being very excited to, I think I've made a mistake.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna misty step to the surface.
Okay.
So that Bertie can
Bertie
hold on.
will grab your hand and pull and drag you to the bank, and then just kind of flop down next to you, kind of like both shocked but also laughing. I think because it's the stupidest thing it's probably ever done. Oh, are you okay?
That was amazing.
You look like good. That dude looked really cool, terrifying, very cool. Oh my gosh. Cool. That makes things interesting.
Okay.
Thank you, Caius.
Thank you.
On that note, I think we're going to return to Karas quickly.
Oh God,
I
how do
think-
we follow
I
that?
So, Anya, were you sticking around to wait for Rook?
No.
That's why we left it.
No.
That's right. Yeah.
If you think for a second I'm letting you have Ross on her own, Darby,
Okay.
no.
Okay. So,
I know the best scene that's ever happened on this podcast has just happened, and it's hard to remember 20 minutes ago.
yeah.
Yeah, we're playing the buddy system.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my
okay.
God.
So, you reach the Concord headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
And go through the process of getting inside.
Mhm.
And Drakkar immediately is there to meet with you once he hears you are there. So, what
Yes.
is this threat, Ross?
Can we discuss this privately?
Of course. And he gestures for the other members of the Concord who are floating around to depart.
Point of order, are Ross's parents there?
No.
Cool. Okay, we don't have to deal with that. So once they all leave, she kind of looks around. She's going to dig into her backpack and pull out one of the prophecies, one of the written ones.
Yeah.
And hand that to Drakkar. And say, the Shadowfell has been missing since the start of the year. Zoltan Tathara is ripping through the planar fields. He's coming for us. Well, not me specifically, but he's coming for our world.
I think
And,
that's the note what we're going to leave on.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So many things have occurred this evening. I'm so happy.
That was amazing. Just
That was an incredible combination for
Oh.
stupid things.
yes.
Um,
Thank you for listening.
thank
Thank you all
for-
so much.
Goodbye.
See you.
Love you all. Good night.
Ross coming to Anya for emotional support. Anya, hey, we're all constantly dying. Or Ross going to Neumann for support. Neumann having the same answer but with an example.
It's true.
I also
Oh my
really love
God.
that when Ross went to Anya was like, you don't have to tell people. That's none of their fucking business. And Newman's like, please, God, tell people
Yeah, sure.
what's going on.
We're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.